With Samsung unveiling the all-new Galaxy Z Fold 3 this year, it just shows us how committed they are to continuing their foldable phone future. But Samsung did something a little different this year when it came to their flagship smartphone lineup. They decided not to release one of their flagships. And that's surprising for Samsung because they release a bunch of phones. But as we all know, Samsung decided not to release a brand new Note this year. But the more I look at the Galaxy Z Fold 3, the more I realize that this is the Galaxy Note we wanted for this year. Hey guys, Jonathan with Untitled here, and let's talk about the Galaxy Z Fold 3. And if you're like me, when you heard the news that Samsung wasn't going to be releasing a brand new Note this year, you were kind of disappointed, right? I've been a huge fan of the Galaxy Note series ever since the Galaxy Note 2, and for me personally, Samsung has always been leading the way on what a smartphone should be with the Note. It had all the cutting edge hardware you could want, and Samsung tended to introduce new hardware features with the Note line. For example, we saw the first curved display smartphone from Samsung with the Galaxy Note Edge. Samsung continued to push the limit when it came to display size on a smartphone with the Note series. But it made sense because the larger display was great to use with the S Pen, which we all know the Samsung Note series had the S Pen. Samsung also implemented software features to take advantage of the Note's larger display. The Galaxy Note line was always a power user's dream. It was always a step above what you got with the S series of phones. And many times you would see first new features on the Galaxy Note, then a year later they would come to the S series of phones. But that sort of changed the last few years. Samsung sort of forgot what the Note line was supposed to be. Instead of getting the latest and greatest hardware on the Note line that would eventually go to the S line, we got pretty much an S series phone with a stylus, which isn't bad. The S phones are amazing, but the Note line was always special. You always got the latest and greatest hardware from Samsung first on a Galaxy Note. But as I look at the all-new Galaxy Z Fold 3, I can't help but to think that this is kind of the Galaxy Note that we used to get from Samsung. Let's start with the obvious similarities. Larger display, right? The Galaxy Z Fold 3 has a folding display that when unfolded is 7.6 inches, much larger than their other flagship smartphones. Something that the first Note phones were known for. That kind of changed over the years because the S line had just as big of a display as the Note lines for some reason the last few years. Another similarity, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 now has S Pen support with the all-new S Pen Fold, an S Pen that's designed for the Galaxy Z Fold 3. And it's obvious how similar that is to the Note line. The Note line was synonymous with the S Pen, and now the Galaxy Z Fold 3 looks to do the same. But now let's get into why the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is actually more Note-ish, if that's a word. I'm going to use that word in this video, Note-ish, than you might think. There's new hardware in the Fold that we haven't seen in any other smartphones from Samsung before. The folding display is an obvious one, right? Other than the Z Flip, this is the only folding phone that Samsung makes. But one new hardware feature that we're seeing inside the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is an under-screen selfie camera. No more notch or punch hole camera. We're getting a completely immersive display with the Galaxy Z Fold 3, something we haven't seen with our other Samsung flagships before, and something that we probably will see on the next Galaxy S phone. We're probably gonna see this in at least the next Galaxy S22 Ultra. So new hardware features coming to the Galaxy Z Fold 3 before the S line, that's very Note-ish, right? Samsung also showed off new software features on One UI that take advantage of the Galaxy Z Fold's larger display. Once again, very Note-ish. When it comes down to it, this phone is made for power users. The person that likes to get things done with their smartphone that maybe wants a larger display when they need it and they want to have the ability to use an S Pen. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 isn't just a Galaxy S phone with a stylus like previous Note phones have felt like. It's a different phone for a different user, and that's what the Galaxy Note line was all about. You're getting all those cutting edge features like 120Hz displays, not only on the inside larger display, but also on the front cover display as well. This folding phone finally has an IP rating. It's IPX8 water resistance, and you get all of that for a lower starting price than previous years. Now it's still expensive. It starts at $1,799. It's still the most expensive smartphone Samsung sells, which by the way, is very Note-ish, right? The Note line was always the most expensive smartphone that Samsung would sell. So look, Galaxy Note fans, if you were bummed out that Samsung decided to ditch the Note series this year, you really shouldn't be, because the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is the Note you've kind of been waiting for. But what do you guys think of the Galaxy Z Fold 3? There's a lot of cool features that were announced at Samsung's event today. Are you planning on picking one up? Let me know with a comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos just like this one on tech news, reviews, and opinions, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. And I'll see you on the next one.